Hello, friends! I'm back to read you some more of Mercy Watson Thinks Like a Pig, written by Kate DiCamillo and illustrated by Chris Van Dusen. Maybe you will remember that so far in this story, the Lincoln sisters have planted pansies. Mercy Watson ate every single one. Eugenia Lincoln got very angry and called Animal Control Officer Francine Poulet. Now, Francine is on her way, and Baby is crying because she thinks Francine's going to take Mercy away. And Mr. Watson and Mrs. Watson are trying to calm her down. And Mercy was taking a nap after some toast. So let's see what happens next. Chapter 9. Mercy was still on the living room couch. Knock, knock, knock. She opened one eye. Knock, knock, knock. Mercy opened both eyes. The Watsons' front door swung open. Mercy, said Stella, we are having a tea party and you are invited. Mercy yawned. I don't think she's interested, said Frank. There will be big pieces of cake and cream puffs and cheese toast, said Stella. Mercy sat up. Actually, she was interested. There will be eclairs and pancakes and enchiladas, said Stella. Mercy was very interested. But, said Stella, if you come to the tea party, you have to wear a hat. Everybody at a proper tea party wears a hat. Mercy thought about hats. She thought about food. She got off the couch and followed Frank and Stella out the front door. Chapter 10. Animal Control Officer Francine Poulet was on her way to 54 Decawoo Drive. Francine, she said to herself, you never encountered a pig before. This is a career-expanding opportunity. At the corner of Creek and Windigo, Francine spotted a dog. She stopped the truck. Hello, little friend, said Francine Poulet. Are you lost? Earth, said the dog. Just as I suspected, said Francine. No tags. Hop in. On Merkle Street, a golden retriever stepped right in front of Animal Control Officer Francine Poulet's truck. Tis, said Francine Poulet. Foolish dog. She stopped the truck. She got out. Quick like a bunny, said Francine Poulet to the golden retriever. The golden retriever hopped in. Francine, said Francine Poulet, you are the best animal control officer in the history of animal control. Nothing can stop you, not even a pig. Chapter 11. By the time Francine Poulet turned onto Decawoo Drive, her truck was full of dogs. To catch a pig, said Francine, what I need to do is think like a pig. The dogs in the back of the truck howled. Think like a pig, said Francine Poulet. She saw a man and a woman running down the street. Excuse me, said Francine, have you seen a pig? We have lost her, said the woman. Lost who? Said Francine. Mercy, said the man. Our darling, our dear, she is in great danger. An unmentionable horror approaches, said the woman. An unmentionable horror, said Francine Poulet. Exactly, said the man. All righty then, said Francine. Thank you very much. She rolled up her window. You are on your own here, said Francine Poulet. The locals are crazy as loons. The dogs in the back of the truck barked and growled. I know, Francine told them. Think like a pig. Chapter 12. Mercy was wearing a hat. She was watching Stella pour imaginary tea. She was watching Stella slice imaginary cake. Mercy was not having a good time. Where were the enchiladas and cream puffs? Mercy's stomach growled. Where were the pancakes and eclairs? Would you like some more? Said Stella. More of what? Mercy wondered. She snorted. Isn't this lovely? Said Stella. I don't think Mercy is happy, said Frank. Everybody is always happy at a tea party, said Stella. I'm not happy, said Frank. I'm hungry. Plus, I look stupid in this hat. Oh, please, said Stella. Here, have some more cake. Chapter 13. Animal Control Officer Francine Poulet was scouting the backyard of Decawoo Drive. She leaped over hedges. She crept through flower beds. She thought piggy thoughts. She climbed a tree and surveyed the yard below her. She saw 3 people wearing hats. She saw 3 people sitting at a table having tea. Isn't that nice, said Francine Poulet. Isn't that sweet? Is that 3 people at the table? It's not? You're right. That is Mercy. That's not a person. That's a pig. Francine looked more closely. Wait a minute, she said. One of those people is not a person. One of those people is a pig. Francine, you have located the pig. You are the best animal control officer in the history of the world. And now you must capture the pig. On the count of 1, 2. Francine closed her eyes. She leaped from the tree. 3! Chapter 14. Mercy decided she had had more than enough of nothing. She stood up. She was going home. Suddenly, there was a high-pitched yell. A woman fell from the sky and landed head first on the tea table. Oh my goodness, poor Francine. Stella screamed. Frank screamed louder. Mercy screamed loudest of all. One street over, Mr. Watson said to Mrs. Watson, "Do you hear what I hear?" "That is our darling," said Mrs. Watson. "That is our dear, and she is in trouble." Mr. Watson and Mrs. Watson started to run. Chapter 15. Animal Control Officer Francine Poulet rolled off the table. She wrapped her arms around Mercy. "Think like a pig," said Francine. Mr. Watson and Mrs. Watson came running into the backyard. "You found her," said Mrs. Watson. "You are our hero," said Mr. Watson. "You landed right directly on top of your head," said Frank. "Do feel a little woozy," said Francine. "Maybe you're just hungry," said Mrs. Watson. "Maybe you need some toast." "Toast?" said Francine. "Toast," thought Mercy. "Those dogs look hungry too," said Mrs. Watson. "Would you fellows like some toast?" "I wonder if this is a good idea," said Francine Poulet as she let the dogs out of the truck. "It's a wonderful idea," said Mrs. Watson. "Now, Stella, run next door and invite Eugenia and Baby to our small celebration. Tell them it is in honor of—" Mr. Watson turned to Francine. "What is your name, my dear?" "My name is Animal Control Officer Francine Poulet," said Francine, "and I've been trying to think like a pig." "Well," said Mr. Watson, "not just anybody can think like a pig. Not just anybody can be a porcine wonder." "I guess not," said Francine. "You keep trying, dear," said Mrs. Watson. "In the meantime, let's all go have some toast." Oh my goodness, friends, look. There they all are gathered around the table. And what have they got? So much toast. Oh my goodness. All right, that's all for now. Goodbye, friends.